What is up, nerds? In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how I like to farm Eki keys to use in the God Wars dungeon. Are you tired of getting KC for God Wars? Eki keys are your answer. Eki keys allow you to skip the KC entirely and just hop right into a boss's lair. Eki keys are generally used for Sarah and Kriara, as getting KC for both of these bosses usually involves using prayer and potentially other supplies. If you like this video, please like it and don't forget to subscribe to the channel to get all my future videos and guides. Your support is greatly appreciated as always. Now let's get into the video. To farm Eki keys, you must go to the God Wars dungeon in the wilderness. There are multiple ways to get there. I like to go to Ferric's Enclave and use the obelisk and teleport to the level 27 one, which is right next to the dungeon. You could also use a burning amulet and run north. You could use a cemetery or Dariak teleport and run east. You could also just run north from the Ferric's Enclave itself. I prefer to use the obelisk because it is the quickest way to get there in my opinion. But whatever method you choose is up to you, and any method is obviously okay to use. Before I go over the inventory and equipment, I just want to go over a couple things really quick. You can only have 3 Eki keys at a time unless you complete the medium wieldy diary, which gives you the opportunity to have 4, or the hard wieldy diary, which gives you 5. Every monster within the dungeon has the same drop rate for the keys, so killing things like goblins, imps, ice fiends, and pyre fiends are recommended as they are quick and easy to kill. You may kill other monsters when their health is low to speed things up a bit. Lastly, the drop rate for Eki keys is 1 in 60 and goes down 5 per combat achievement starting at hard. So hard is 1 in 55, elite is 1 in 50, etc. For our equipment, we're going to want to keep it basic. So we're going to use snakeskin bandana, a war blessing for Bandos protection, explorer's ring, snakeskin boots, black tea hide van braces, Zamrock monk bottom for protection against Zammy, monk's rope top, a toxic blowpipe, Ava's assembler, and an armadillo pendant for protection on Arma. With the Ava's assembler, obviously, as always, make sure you have an extra forecath head. And as always, check to make sure your items kept on death, just to make sure that you aren't losing anything valuable. We're only risking 20k here, so it's not bad at all, and I'm not worried about losing any of that. As far as our inventory, we'll be bringing a royal seed pod, 2 ranging potions, a stamina pot, and some karambwan, and I'm going to leave a few inventory spots open for Eki keys. And you can set your quick prayers to protect from magic and protect item, just because if a PKer does come in, they'll probably try to freeze you or something with magic, so having protect from magic is going to be your best bet. And as far as choosing a world, I like to choose one where there's not a lot of people. I don't really care about ping or anything. Also, it's obviously better to do this late at night or early in the morning. Obviously, just less people on, but you can do it whenever you choose to. Just be aware that you can get PK'd, so just keep that in the back of your mind. But we're going to use the obelisk here, and we're going to teleport to level 27 wilderness. Now, if you want to choose your specific destination, you do have to have the hard wilderness diary done. I highly recommend doing that. It's pretty easy to do. And so we're going to teleport and just run to this cave west of the obelisk. Take a look around, make sure there's no PKers watching us. Go in, we're gonna go past this wall and use the crevice to enter the dungeon. Now you might find people in here. Generally, honestly, people are pretty chill in here. Usually people are just doing the same thing, grinding out Eki keys. As you can see, there's a guy using a whip right here. You don't really have to worry too much. It's not usually too many PKers that come in here. I've done this for hours and hours and hours on end, and I've only seen one PKer, and I was literally just leaving as he spawned in here. So I wouldn't worry too much about PKers. they know that no one's risking anything in here, so just do what you gotta do. I like to hop a world and find one with nobody in here. So now we're just gonna kill all the low level stuff. Like I said, the goblins, the imps, the ice fiends, pyre fiends. And yeah, it's kind of this simple. I mean, you just run around, kill things, and they will eventually drop some Eki keys. There's another guy coming in here. Like I said, you don't really gotta worry. He's probably more afraid of me than I am of him. And yeah, we just keep going. I'm gonna fast forward until I get an Eki key drop, just to show you guys that you can get an Eki key drop by doing this. And I'll meet up with you guys when we get there. And look at that, we got our first Eki key drop. Just like that. Super simple. And so, like I said, you can potentially get PK'd in here, so if you're super worried about it or whatever, if you want to, like teleport after you get a couple every time, or after every single one and bank it or whatever, that's totally up to you. Personally, I like to just stay here until I get 5. Like I said, I've done this for hours and hours on end, and I've never been PK'd here, and I've only seen one PK'er my entire time, so it's really not that big of a risk, especially if you're doing it on a world with not many players on it, and if you're doing it late at night, early in the morning, there's just less of a chance of a PK'er coming. But I'd say, honestly, to get about 5 Eki keys takes approximately about an hour, I'd say. Obviously, it's super dependent on RNG and all that, how much you're kind of paying attention and stuff, but I know usually for me it takes about an hour, sometimes a little less, sometimes a little bit more, but it's super easy. Like I said, no PKers, not much required to do it, so it's just a great way to be able to do some God Wars fairly quickly without having to get KCs. Alright nerds, well I hope you all enjoyed today's video. If this video helped you out at all, don't forget to give it a like and subscribe to the channel to get all my future videos and guides. Also, a quick announcement, I do plan on starting up streaming here in the very near future. Let me know in the comments if you'd like to see me stream, and also let me know what platform you'd like to watch me stream on, whether it be Twitch or YouTube. But as always, good luck out there nerds, and I'll see you next time. Peace.